Hello, gonna tell you about Process Suspend today. Process Suspend is a script that I wrote to suspend processes based on CPU temperature. Now, I use the Core Temp application to request the CPU temperature, and then I suspend processes based on that. Add stuff to the list. So you can add a whole bunch. You can save presets to a bunch of different files, and then you can load the preset file. Whatever things are set will automatically be saved to the default settings file. Let's get Blender doing something here. Tell it to render. Go here, go here. And I have to actually tell it to use these values. So when the CPU temperature goes above 63, or well no, just 63 or above, it's going to suspend all the processes that are in this list. Then when the CPU temperature drops back down to this or below, it will resume all the processes in this list. CPU temperature is getting pretty high. It's hitting that upper bound. The reason I needed to do this was I was trying to reconstruct missing frames, recompute missing matches in Visual C, no, Visual, I don't even know what it's called, Visual SMF or something. So anyway, I was trying to do that, and the computer would just restart. I don't know if there's a way to pause it, but I couldn't find one, so I wasn't able to completely do it before my computer would just shut off. This should turn off hopefully pretty soon. Good, it did. There's seconds to check threshold. I have it set pretty low right now because I want it to react quick. I don't want the temperature to be flickering back and forth and it not get a good reading. I've tested some processes, adding them to the list and then trying to suspend them, and was able to see in the task manager that the process was never suspended, no matter how many times I told it to suspend. Um, but that's only certain processes. I don't know what determines that. And require admin may actually solve that. I'm not sure. Um, don't know yet. So all I'm saying there is you might not be able to suspend all processes. I chose this Blender example because it was something that I could finish. Um, I'm going to be able to reconstruct this rendered image that I would have probably had to shut down had I not suspended the process. There may be a pause option in Blender I'm not aware of. I don't know. But I was using it for a different program originally, for the visual SMF. This guy put together a real good tutorial on how to take real life objects and put them, how to reconstruct like a mesh and a texture. I don't know all the terminology, but basically put these things in the 3D video games. And I couldn't do that if my CPU would overheat and turn off without finishing the task. Originally, I wrote this program the first time I had it work to be able to compute the missing matches without overheating. I did it with hotkeys to turn on and off the state, and it was very time consuming. I had to, sit here and watch it and stay with it, never knowing when it was going to be done or how long it would take. Now I can do this sort of thing when I go to bed or whatever. In worst case scenario, the computer will turn off, but I'm pretty confident that this automation, at least in the case of this Blender file here, it worked just fine. It was able to turn itself on and off without overheating. So close to done. Alright, thank you for watching this video.